Hello all you lovely people and welcome to the final part of the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Top 5 series. We've been through my loved and hated characters, stages, final smashes, items and pokeballs. If you haven't seen them, there's a link in the description to the Countdowns playlist. And to finish things off, we're looking at my top 5 loved and hated assist trophies. Just like with the Pokeballs list, I'll mainly be judging these on how well they actually assist you, whether it be getting some good damage onto the opponent, KOing them, or stopping them from KOing you, and I'll try and keep my feelings for the character themselves or the franchise they're from out of the equation. There are two that I'm going to be excluding, Nintendogs and Nightmare, as it seems as though both of them are specifically meant to be a hindrance to everyone by making it so you can't see, so if they were left in, of course they would be in the hated list. They're the Goldeen of the assist trophy. Even with those two taken out, that still leaves 57 to choose from, so with that, here goes. Black Knight. The dude is badass. He wanders around the stage hunting down some poor sod to crack across the noggin with his giant ass sword, and when they get hit, my god do they know about it as they go careening across the stage. The damage and knockback are both decent, so the only thing stopping him from being placed higher on the list is that his bulky armour makes him quite slow at moving around, so he's better off on smaller stages, but even so, he's great to have around. Flies and Hand. This one could have been really good. A load of flies buzz around the screen and they get swatted at. Anyone that gets caught by the swatter takes damage and gets launched. Sounds great, right? Well, it sucks. The movement and where it swats seems to be pretty random, so getting hit by it is unlikely, and even if you do get hit, the damage and knockback it causes are fairly minimal, so it's not really anything to worry about. You'll probably be fine. Even the name sucks. Bomberman. I loved the Bomberman games back in the day, so it was good to see him have an appearance in Smash as an assist trophy, and he's rather good, planting bombs around the stage which explode in the classic plus formation. They do good damage and have a fair bit of knockback, but as he plants multiple bombs, an opponent can get hit by multiple bombs at the same time. They can be knocked around the stage and the blast area is reasonably large, so it's bound to hurt someone. Starfy. I've always hated Starfy ever since his assist trophy appearance in Brawl, and nothing has changed. He wanders around, spins a bit and does some damage if he finds someone, and that's a pretty big if. Just like with Fly's demise, see, much better name than Flies in Hand, even if you do get hit you'll probably be fine, so you might as well twat him one to knock him off the stage. While I was doing the footage recording, I sometimes didn't notice when Starfy had disappeared. He's that unreliable. I'm not even giving him any points for cuteness. Grey Fox. I have never played a Metal Gear Solid game, so I have no idea who this dude is, but he certainly makes a nifty assist trophy. Running and jumping around the stage to hunt down a target, slashing them like there's no tomorrow, building up their damage, and delivering a decent smack to send them blasting off again. He moves quite quickly, so he can be a tad hard to get away from, and sure, the final smack might not be hard enough to KO them, but with the amount of damage he can cause during his time that he hangs around, it makes it pretty easy for you to finish them off yourself. Plus his voice is creepy. I love that. Dr. Wright. He makes some buildings appear, big whoop. That is literally it. He appears, makes some buildings sprout out from the ground, and disappears. There's a short delay between him appearing and the buildings rising up, so it's easy to move away before he does it, but should someone get caught by it, they get ever so slightly lifted into the air. If he gets attacked before the buildings sprout, then he counters with a larger set of buildings, which is actually pretty good, but seeing as most people would just move away as soon as they see him getting attacked would be more down to chance than anything else. Rathalos. A few of you were probably expecting this beast of a dragon to be number 1, and for good reason. He's huge, imposing, powerful, and is probably the assist trophy that'll make most people go, oh hell no, if their opponent gets it. I say it every time, but therein lies the problem. There are a lot of stages he is unable to be summoned on. You might say that's a daft reason for not having him at the number 1 choice, but to me, there's not much point in having a favourite that can't be summoned on a large number of stages. Devil. He moves the stage around, limiting your field of view and changing where the blast lines are, so it changes how far you can be launched before being KO'd. It's a minor inconvenience at best. I did consider excluding this one, seeing as it affects everyone, but it doesn't really screw you over like Nintendogs or Wizard do. I also considered excluding the Squid Sisters, seeing as they do something similar, zooming in like during a sudden death rather than moving the stage, but they make things quite tense, so I don't mind them even if they are the assist trophy with the highest number of stages they can't appear on. Anywho, Devil sucks. You guessed it, before we find out my most loved assist trophy, here are some honourable mentions. Zero. I've only played one Mega Man game, and that was Mega Man X, so Zero and Bomberman are the only characters in my top 5 most loved assist trophies list where I've actually played the game they appear. Even so, Zero is absolutely amazing. Granted, he's quite similar to a few other assist trophies like Grey Fox and Takamaru, but Zero seems to be the best at laying the smackdown on whoever is around. All sorts of sword slashes and energy beams to get your opponent's damage way up. He's very reliable at knocking them across the skyline. He can be called upon on any stage, and I love it every time he appears, as long as he's on my team. No hated list is complete without a few dishonourable mentions. Vince. He paints a massive Gert drawing over your opponents. It's a bunch of crap. It's not like you can't tell where they are or anything. There's a massive Gert drawing plastered all over them. At one point I did consider moving him up a little bit in the list when I found out that when they're covered in a drawing, they take some damage and they take triple damage from opponent attacks, which is good I suppose, but seeing as you can't see what they're doing, they could be charging up a big attack ready to twat you one, and you won't know because they have a massive Gert drawing plastered all over them, so you'll only know about it when you get the full face of pain, meaning this assist trophy can actually work to your detriment because you're no longer able to react to your opponent's actions due to the massive Gert drawing plastered all over them. He can naff right off. And that's the list. Granted, give it 6 months and this list could change most out of all the Smash Ultimate Top 5 videos, especially with the honourable and dishonourable mentions being promoted or replaced with others I haven't even mentioned here. There may possibly be a top 5 loved and hated Master Ball Pokemon at some point in the future if it's requested enough. But either way, as always, though probably for the last time, thank you for watching and I hope you enjoyed it.